Hi, and welcome to this episode of Victory Talk with Latasha White. Today, it was just super imperative for me to just jump out here and give you all this audio word because it's not as important how it's delivered, just that it's delivered. And I know y'all have heard me say that before, but really and truly, what has been so strongly on my heart as we embark upon the holiday season that so many of us celebrate between Thanksgiving and the New Year. Think about the number of people in the U.S. in particular. I mean, I know we may have family abroad and things like that, but specifically here in the States, of how much loss has been experienced this year. And if y'all know me, y'all know that my message isn't usually focusing on lack or what we don't have. But today, I do want you to focus on who doesn't have. I'm not saying you personally, but I'm saying there's been a lot of loss. There's been job loss. There's been homes lost. There's been family members lost, loved ones, friends, whatever it is. And the holiday season doesn't feel like something fun for them now. It doesn't feel like something that they want to celebrate because they're missing the loved ones that they would have normally been celebrating with, or the way that they used to celebrate. Maybe their finances aren't in the shape that they used to be in because maybe they've had job loss through this pandemic or any number of things. My whole point is I want you to look outside of yourself to see who you can bless, who you can help, who you can give a word to. You may not be able to give them a financial blessing. Maybe you can. If so, phenomenal. Make sure you're doing it with the right heart. Don't worry about what they're doing with it on the other side of that. So many times we miss it because we think, I'm not giving them anything because they have this and they have that. You cannot count pennies for people. You don't know what they have and what they don't have. If it's placed upon your heart, if they come to mind and you feel like you're supposed to bless them, do it. You'll receive what you're supposed to receive on the other side of that. You cannot be responsible for what they do with it. That's on them. You do your part and be obedient. You have to be obedient to what you're being asked to do. Pray through who that is. You don't have to think long and hard about it. If the person comes to mind, then do it. Don't, I've got to think about this. I've got to pray on this. Okay. Maybe pray on the amount, but still do what you're supposed to do. What I'm saying is there's so many people who need just a smile right now, who need an encouraging word. It doesn't have to be something big and audacious. Just think outside of yourself about what other people may need, not just what you and your family are going to do, not realizing that somebody who may be just down the block from you is sitting in the house all alone with nobody to celebrate with. So just think outside of yourself. How can you be a blessing to somebody else? And really, it doesn't matter what way you go about it, just that you go about it. So I don't want to be long and drawn out with it. I just know for sure life is different. Life is way different for so many of us this year. And you have to kind of get creative on how you're even going to get together with the families that you do get to celebrate with. If you're going to get to, how you're going to do it. How are you going to keep everybody safe? How are you going to keep the numbers low? How are you going to stay with only the people who you've already been around all this time? There's so much to consider and so much to think about, right? But we've been creative all year. We can keep doing it. We are called to be a blessing to other people. How can we do that? Get your wheels turning on that. This is the week of Thanksgiving that so many of us celebrate. A lot of us don't. But just think about, who is it that you can go be a blessing to? What families can you serve? What families can you, adopt? Whatever that looks like. If it's taking a meal to somebody, you might have an abundance of food and you got all these leftovers and you're going to end up throwing things out. You got extra turkey. Make some turkey salad. Give it to somebody. There are things that you can do. Think outside yourself. I know I'm going to. So thank you again for tuning in to Victory Talk this week. This year, yes, the year is almost over. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. And I will see you all on the other side of the screen next week. Happy Thanksgiving to those of you who celebrate. And thank you again. I appreciate every single one of you. I am so grateful that you take a few minutes out of your week just to hear what comes through me that may be for you. Thank you so much.